is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Room here to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's good tough running right up the middle. If the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Again, it's Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Bills at 8-4 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he'll work down inside the 45. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Jets, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. I'm having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. Puts it on the carpet. snap, and it's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Cook not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They try again with Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
56.
Allen. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bears' opening drive yields 3. Given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, oh, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen setting up the screen for Cook. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 66 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs. That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Cook is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They run it again with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Running for it, here's Cook. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to be awesome. Go to the bench after that big play.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And again, the run defense stopped this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. This time, Wilson will throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Normally, we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again. Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Berrios. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort.
They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Looking to throw. Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards. Another avenue of escape, it didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Second down and 8.
Left side, Cook. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
101 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
On second down, Cook.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
A toss running left. Hall. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Jair Elam makes a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Let's go.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now Wilson.
And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And now here's another interception.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they take a knee.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And they will take a knee here.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror